breaking news. The fireballs are coming in from Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, expressly talking about how deals were reached or how statements were made that didn't represent the wishes of everybody. Okafor, Makinde said he told, Wike told the president, I will hold down PDP for you. He said, but I reminded him, that's not our decision. He said, as long as you want to do whatever you want to do, also allow us to be whatever we want to be. I mean, live and let live.
Yeah. He said the annoying thing is that the president didn't even ask for it. Wike proposed it. What a shame, actually, that your own party, you should hold it down so that the president can contest, through his own platform. What is democracy, if you should remind me again? What is democracy? Even when there are unity government, the deals are reached by all the parties.
The parties still stands, even if they are unity government.
Yes.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. The unity government, the party stands.
Yes.
But let's take a look at a short clip that where Makinde was talking about that.
Well, the real issue is that I was in a meeting and I'm saying this, in an open chat. The president's chief of staff was also in that meeting, and a few others. And Wike said to the president that, well, sir, I will hold PDP for you, against 2027. I was in shock. So we got up, we got to the veranda. I said, Wike, did we agree to this? I don't like talking about people, and I will not talk about people or talk about events. But I'll talk about the real issue. The real issue is that Wike would like to support the president for 2027. That's fine.
Philip, we thought that everybody has become a coward in PDP. In fact, we were hearing rumors at a particular time that the governor of Oyo State was going to decamp to PRP. But this bravery, this commitment shown by Makinde is telling us that there are still some men that are standing. He talked about PDP, he talked about Wike, he talked about the president, he talked about the governorship tussle that is going to evolve in Oyo State, everything. I want you to summarize.
In summary, Makinde make it very clear that even Mr. President had reached out to him, to organize APC for him in Oyo State. What it then means that he has asked him to come over to APC so that they can be his eyes in APC. But he made it clear to him as a man that he is that, look, I'm of the PDP. There's no way I can organize APC for you. And the Minister of Work you are relying on for the Oyo State, he has not got
that's the Minister of Power.
Has not what it takes to organize APC in Oyo State. And then he said, look, the meeting they were, he was shocked when Wike now make that volunteer of holding PDP down for 2027 so that the Mr. President can run with that
position.
As a matured man, and that when they stepped out at the corridor, they asked Wike, is that what we agreed on? And that at the point he thought it was a joke, and he thought maybe he will change his mind. But when it became clear that Wike meant what he was saying, he had no choice but to come and fight for the soul of PDP and democracy. And he went further to say that, look, the so-called Wike you are talking about today, he brought out a contract he got in 1997 that gave him a profit of $1 million. And he did say that as at that time, Wike may have just been graduated from the Nigerian Law School to show to you that he's more matured, more relaxed, and more in control than Wike seems to be. We need more of the type of Makinde in Nigeria at this point, especially in PDP. We can't help but to say, we thank God we have Makinde today in PDP. We have the present chairman Turaki and the governor of Oyo State who are doing all they can, not to save only PDP, but to save democracy. Because he said, we can't support this trajectory that is pushing us towards a one-party state. that if we have a government of unity government, we know that we are having a government of unity that we've all agreed, but not the one you cajole or you lure people to become one party state. These are the men we are looking for at this time of our life in this country.
Okay, Okafor, your explanation, the way you see, the way Makinde spoke, he spoke very politely, very democratic, and also stating the obvious and the fact that we already know about so many things that are happening. He said you cannot destroy democracy. Democracy is live and let live.
I am a little bit worried that somebody as old as Wike, if it is a Gen Zs who never, they were not around when we were fighting the military, I would have said, okay, you guys don't know what the price we paid to get this democracy. The price we paid to get this democracy eventually in 1999. There were those days when Ghana Fahimi, anywhere he was going, he said, I'm with my toothpaste, and with my brush, and with my bags are packed in case the military arrests me. People like MK Abiola died. A lot of them. People suffered a lot. Obasanjo himself was even in jail before he was brought out to be democratic president. Wike is not that young. How come he's trying to destroy the works of many Nigerians?
I think I get answer to what.
Why is he doing this?
Just allow me to say this. Tell me to say this. I have an answer to what is Wike's problem. Wike has taken sacrifice
to the next level,
to what we cannot imagine. Because just listen to what Makinde said. He said it's not as if the president asked him. He was the one who proposed that sacrifice at his height to show that I am extra lawyer.
And I agree with you. You also know the offshoot of that.
Yes.
You know the offshoot of that. Just like what he initially said, Makinde has enterprise before public service. If you chase Wike out of public service now, what will Wike do?
That's what you're
There's nothing he has done. Let me tell you, that's why when I see people like Wike, I don't see them as rich men. I see them as poor men. Without government, Wike will be as a poor rat. Wike cannot put any enterprise together and make profit. I employ more people than Wike. Wike cannot. So because of that, he has to continue the sacrifice you're talking about. Makinde was giving an example of enterprise, what he has done even before becoming a governor. He said as far back as 1997.
That's military. And he said he was just 29 years old.
He was just 29 years old. So if Wike is trying to brandish people of making it using Bentley and all that, all from government money, and like Philip said, he has to continue the sacrifice because the only way he knows to sustain even his own livelihood is the politics, no matter what it costs Nigerian public, no matter what it costs our governance structure, no matter what it costs to our constitution. So all this is Bugaha doing that back end. They say don't worry, Wike will fight. What will Wike fight without the government being behind him? Wike will fight nothing.
The NNPC, one of the NNPC MDs that was retired the other day, took the line of Wike and said my father was a philanthropist, was done that. The same way Wike said. Wike said his father is from, it was a fairly rich home. When they were talking about his Bentley, that is not from a poor home, like people like Rotimi Amechi.
But that was not true.
Wike's father is just a mere a clergy in the Anglican community, and he was expelled because of Wike, behavior. The records are there at the Niger, the diocese of the Niger. Of the Niger Delta of the Anglican diocese. You can go and check the records. Today he had his own record in Ikwere along Ikwere Road in Port Harcourt. So what is the big deal? Wike, what we see, Wike is an empty vessel making a louder voice. Wike is trying to show off, for his, his. How will I put it now? Wike is trying to show that I am there when he's not there.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
But there's something Makinde also said. He said 2027, I'm not supporting the president.
Oh, no, it's right. Let me tell you, it's Wike's
right to support president.
Nobody blamed him in 2023. Nobody did. He was in PDP and supported him even while we can't behold the result sheet that came out of Rivers State. Nobody can look at that result sheet twice for 2023 election. But that's on him. That is to show his support for the choosing candidate. candidate of his choice. But you can't prevent others from choosing theirs. You can't kill PDP because you want to support the president. PDP is not your personal property. Wike is not among the founding fathers of PDP. When PDP was found, Wike would not be regarded as a father in the party. That you ended up becoming a minister, a local government chairman, chief of staff, minister, and governor. That doesn't make you to be the owner of the party. Nowhere. So how will a whole PDP reduce their desire to Wike's desire? That was a tall expectation from only someone that does not really think well. How do you think it's going to happen? People will fight you.
It shows clearly that Wike is fighting inferiority complex.
Yes.
He's trying to cover for his inferiority among a committee of great men like Makinde that happen to be his friend. So he wants to show that, Mr. President, I am the one that can hold down PDP for you. I will do it. You know when you I've witnessed it before. You go out with some persons to have some meeting. Some people you know that are least in your group will be the one to speak more and to show that they can do the job and they can't contribute anything. And that's exactly what Wike displayed. I remember, and to show that Makinde was very mature. He didn't confront or join issue with him right there. But when he came out, we never agree on this proposal. You are putting before Mr. President. Where is it coming from? You can imagine.
I remember I told you one thing. I had expected Wike to be more intelligent than this, but he has proven not to be. When you are a candidate of holding down a party just to get me involved, to destroy entire party, a party that has ruled this country for 16 years. Let me tell you, PDP still have the largest network of units, party structure, participation across Nigeria. Even more than this APC. When was the last time APC NEC met? Who is NEC? Everything's on one man. That was one of the reasons why LFI even left the party here, in addition to not being appointed as a minister. But on the face of it, the party, who is the party? Just one person. So you can't even compare PDP and APC. They're nowhere close to each other when it comes to party structure. So you have accepted, or your own proposed rather, to destroy entire party. Do you think you will come to my own and my own will be safe? I gather that APC in Rivers do not even want Wike. They don't want him. Because a man that burnt down his house, ran down to yours, is an adage.
Okay, we'll be looking out for the news, how it involves more statement coming from Makinde of how the stuff is involving. Then we'll keep you updated.
But the real...
I was expecting you flag shit again.
Yes, that's why they were
What was ringing my head was that.
Always watch one I'm going to flash it, then later flash it.
They were waiting for it to be flashed.
They're waiting for it to flash it. See why you have to go closer to